What's up, Team Tasma, and this new update on Mario Maker 2 is something that people have been wanting since its very release. So I think this is something very exciting, and let's take a look at the new trailer Nintendo just released. And it starts off with the new Super Mario Bros. 2 Mushroom. And a lot of people were thinking this was going to be its own playstyle, especially since 3D Land is the only custom playstyle right now. So this is actually pretty cool. You get to stand and pick up enemies and throw them, which I actually think is really cool and really neat. And it makes a lot of sense when you think about it. And it kind of gives you a way to throw stuff in the new Super Mario Bros. 1 theme style. And then next is the Frog Mario suit, which was actually one of the most special suits, I think, in Super Mario Bros. 3, besides the Tanuki and I think there was a Hammer Bros suit in there as well, which was actually really cool. I hope they add that eventually, because that would be cool. So the frog suit just allows for water to be accessed easier, and this one's actually, I think they did it really well. It looks great, looks exactly the same as it was in the original game, which I really appreciate. So this clip is super short of the power balloon, but then they do show another clip at the end that looks like some fun multiplayer chaos. So I think that is actually pretty cool. And then the next power-up is the Tanuki power-up from Wii U. Next is the Boomerang flower, which is from 3D Land, and I think it's only in 3D Land, which actually is too bad, because that would have been really cool in all the other ones. And then they add all of the different headpieces, and okay, these are seriously cool because they all do something amazing. I think out of all of them, I gotta say the POW is my least favorite, whereas all the other ones just seem super special when you look at them. Like, especially the cannon one is pretty basic, but it does have a lot of potential. The propeller, you get 3 jumps. I thought the propeller you were only going to get 1 boost, but you actually get 3, and I think that's super cool. And then for the Goomba, you are able to just completely avoid enemies. That's crazy. I didn't even know that that was going to be a thing. And then for the Bullet Bill, this is probably the most insane one. You get as much flying time as you want. That's insane. Imagine all of the Kaizo that could go into this. I don't even know. I don't know what they're going to do with this. But people are going to do something crazy. Maybe it'll give 3D World a little bit more lovin'. And this next point is so fantastic. It adds every single one of the Koopalings. So now we have every single boss in Mario that was, at least in the Mario Wii. We don't have like PD Piranha and stuff like that. So we have all of these guys. And I think this is just really cool, and it's going to add some diversity. Definitely going to be able to make some more boss spam, especially since it looks like you can have every single boss in one room now. Because you see every boss in this one screenshot. Then they added the Cursed Key. This thing's really interesting. I didn't really know what to think about it, but it seems like a cool idea. Basically, if you get the key, something's going to chase after you. The on and off trampoline, the thing that nobody really asked for, but we're happy we got it. It's really cool. You can just, I don't know what to say about this one. This one's just interesting. It's pretty self-explanatory. So then they add the Mechakoopas in, and I don't know if like Bowser's gonna throw those out instead of bombs now, because that's what he does in some of the games, I believe. And then they add the red and blue ones, which shoot homing missiles, and the laser ones. The laser ones are insane. I'm blown away by those. Those are actually crazy. We see they can break blocks. We don't know if they can hit on and off switches or anything like that. I could see this leading to some crazy off-screen setups. And this is what everyone has been waiting for. This is the golden part of this update, the World Creator. It looks so beautiful, and it's just, you can place any levels you want. I believe you can only place 5. It looks like on the first screen right here there's 5 levels, and it said you could only have up to 40 courses at the end. So I don't know if you can only have 5 levels per thing, which kind of makes sense because you don't want it too long, and all levels could take like 500 seconds, so that would be actually crazy. So I think that this is pretty reasonable, and if you look at the editor while it's showing it off, you can add so many details and just make it look the way you want it to. And I think it's perfect how it's set up. It's just has everything that people have been wanting, and I think this actually probably exceeded people's expectations. I think people would have been fine if they just got like the normal 100 Mario challenge little zigzag that you went up and down on, and then you could just place your levels in there. But the course editor on this looks so good, and I really appreciate the work that Nintendo put in here. And it looks like you can find different ones on Course World, so that would be really fun, especially if you're playing with your family or something, and you're like, okay, I made all these levels, and then we actually do see on one of these that there's a ninja right next to a castle, so I don't know if that means something or what that means, but that's actually really cool, so I would love to see what they're going to do with all this. At the end, it shows off a bunch of clips of everything that it's gone through, and there's actually some really interesting ways that we could use the stuff that they showed us in this, so I think that's really cool that they gave us some inspiration, even though I know that there's going to be crazy setups like day one, and there's going to be so much patrol potential. As they said, this is going to be the last major update, so maybe we'll still get some small stuff here and there, but as far as Nintendo is concerned, this is the last major update. And that sums up this update for you guys, so thank you for tuning in, Team Tasma, and I'll make sure to catch you next time, and stay tuned for more Mario Maker 2 content.